Hello, my name is Landon again, and this is the Public Speaking Online second week video over the TED speakers. The speaker that I chose was Honor Harger, who is talking about the interaction and the involvement between the sounds of the universe and the development of technology with audio here in the world. Honor started off by playing some recorded sounds of radio frequencies transmitted or transduced rather into audio digital waves that could be played back from recorded elements in space like the Sun, Jupiter. She had Saturn, as well as a pulsar, which is like a floating, rotating star of sorts. She tried to maintain the interest of the audience by introducing some imagery and some visuals related to the subject matter. The commandment that she seemed to follow would have to be the third commandment, which is, "Thou shalt reveal thy curiosity and thy passion." She was very passionate in what she was talking about, though she wasn't exactly connected with the audience. She showed a lot of curiosity of the subject matter, something that I'm sure that she will research for the rest of her life, and that she has done quite a bit of research up until this point. I would have to rate her on a scale from 1 to 5 for her dynamism as a 2. She was actually rather dry and bland with her presentation. For the reasons that I listed, being she was very she swayed in place. She didn't move around, which I wish I could move around here, but I can't. And even though she talked with her hands a lot, her voice was the same pattern, was the same pace, the same structure. It was the same tonal choices. So she had a repetitious engagement of voice the entire way through, which leaves you kind of droning and staring for a little while. So she didn't get too many points in that regards. Meanwhile, she did use a couple mentioned things by Gar Reynolds and Nancy Duarte. She used imagery as a slideshow presentation. She didn't do bullet points or anything like that. In fact, there was no text used. She used audio files to set as demonstration for her subject matter. However, I'd have to say that the slidument term would have to be a theme with her presentation. Even though she didn't have the bullet points and wasn't reading it as such, her speaking I can only describe and compare to a lawyer reading off articles of his lawyer's reference journal of sorts. Was not the most active presentation, that's for sure. Things I've learned is more of a learning of what not to do, rather what to do for a presentation, being don't sound like Ferris Bueller's teacher, droning on, monotone voice, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. To be a little bit more animated and have a change of pitch and speed and movement, and don't be too hyperactive, of course, but really get into the speech as such. Comparing her to Sir Ken Robinson, they both similar. They're both very knowledgeable in their subject matter, and they're clearly passionate in what they're talking about. However, they do greatly contrast in their ability as a speaker. I'd have to say that while Sir Ken Robinson uses a lot of animated and interactive imagery, Honor Harder seems to not do so well in that field. And then the tips that I would offer to other students, and we're kind of limited due to this course structure, being stuck in a podcast rather being in front of an audience. I would still offer the information of being animated, move around, and make sure you change your pitch and tone, and that's really the the gist of it. So thank you, and that sums everything up.